We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the London Bulldogs and the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They go play action here on first down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Returnable for Lockett. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jets will take over. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
But this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They look taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. He'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
From the gun, it's Walker. Down to about the 45.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 8. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's intercepted. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Seven Pirates. 19 White. 18 Pioneer.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So his struggle is just continuing here in the 1st half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds downs, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here's Walker. We're scoreless after one. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jets post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit on the sideline?
Second and 15. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. It doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Second and 2. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake, but Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it, and they were ready for it and stopped it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On the move past the 40. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. On third down, here's Walker. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
You know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Hey, check that. 7 Pirates. 19 White. 18 Pirates.
Now back to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. He'll look to throw. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And now here is another interception. Desmond King picks it, and the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 9 now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Jets will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Going for the deep ball. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off to the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a ball.
Check. Hey, smash Broncos.
Out of the gun now on third down. And now here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Block it in motion right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He completes this to Walker.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll drop the throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Give to Walker on the read option.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Let's go now.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. They run once more with Stevenson.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown! A big play there with his his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bulldogs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And Walker has it.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And now whistles blow here. Play is stopped, and we're going to get a timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. They're going to look to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Give to Walker on the read option. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
102 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And Walker once more.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Kenneth Walker, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble blocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Tyler Lockett, the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Lockett with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Jets have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. He'll remember this one. So for the Jets,
they improve to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Londoners, they dip to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Tiger, 19 Lion. Up. 60 Viking. Tag. Bravo 80. Bring it. Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 7 Pirate, 7 Pirate. Yeah. Here we go. Hey. 60 Eagle. Ready? Ready? Hawk 70, go! Got it, ready? Timberwolf. 60 Bobcat, take go. Let's go now. Viking 18. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Hut. Ready? Ready? Hogan 19. Ready? On the set. Cowboy 80. Up. Ready? 19 tight. Yeah. Okay, straight.